today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They go play action now. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Check my 46. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001. Following the attacks on September 11th.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead this Steeler offense.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in the age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ben's throw there hauled in by Claypool. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory, from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
All right, now, like 80. Come off the ball. Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Guys, stay back.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Come on.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As the Ravens push further out in front. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
You better be afraid of me.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On second and very short, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now maybe it's...
And that is caught in the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. As time expires in the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail that one.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm, and we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you got to get your confidence going.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to bury it for a loss of 11. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. And I think it's safe to say we know who the game ball is probably going to after this one.
Without a doubt, they're going to stand up in the middle of the locker room after the game, and the head coach is going to say, great performance, terrific, game ball. Right here, and going to present it to him. And if he's smart, he'll accept the game ball, then say, dinner on me for the offensive line at the best steakhouse in town. Make sure those guys are taken care of.
Those linemen have helped him to 4 touchdown runs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the bottom.
And that will be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it is 42-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. come the Steelers. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense is not just happening.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 44 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, check back.
Roethlisberger will throw.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Roethlisberger's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. shot for Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens,
They finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
This loss will be the capper to what will be a disappointing 5-12 campaign.
and with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm